So you might think this is a bit of a weird setting, like this is completely different to what's normal. That's because I'm now at uni and I'm in my uni room, and this was the best angle I could get. So I'm probably talking reasonably quiet because I'm in a shared house. So what I wanted to talk about was something that came out last night, and I watched it at 2 in the morning, and I wanted to scream and shout, but I couldn't because, like I said, I'm in a shared house, and if I started shouting at 2 AM, it's kind of ridiculous. We had the season 10 extended sneak peek, which was absolutely amazing, and I'm really so excited to see the new series now. You know, we had Jeremy Carver and Rob Singer talking about all the new stuff that's coming up, and they had loads of clips, and it just looked amazing. So I was just going to run through a few things, give my thoughts on a few things, possibly sort of speculate what might happen. I really like that they showed how Sam discovers that Dee is a demon, because I wasn't really sure how we'd find out, because obviously all I knew was that Sam was just going to go into his room, or would have gone into Dean's room and found that Dean was gone. There was also the note saying, "Sammy, let me go," so it's obviously something that Dean wrote. I don't know whether he wrote that when he left, or he snuck back into the building, wrote, "Sammy, let me go," and went away again. Possibly Dean found out that Sam was trying to find him, he didn't want him to find him, something like that. But I think it's really cool he left a note as well, because it kind of shows that he's a demon and he don't give a shit. But yeah, I love the look on Sam's face when he found Dean had the black eyes on the CCTV camera. And it's really exciting. The only thing we didn't really see out of all the things we've heard is that we didn't really see any of how far Sam has gone in the bad sense. Well, in these sneak peek videos from Comic-Con, Dean was saying like, "Oh, how far you went, you know, who's the monster, me or you?" So we didn't really see any of that, but we did see that in the sneak peek promo video that we got last week. And I just generally think that Sam's sling is actually adorable. Like, how it's his little arms and his sling. Oh, Ozric, it's all your fault. One of my highlights of the video was Dean's little. I don't really understand why he did it, because he's not an animal, he's a demon. And demons don't really do that. Maybe the Master King gives you like animalistic tendencies, I don't know. It was kind of funny and kind of weird. Maybe we're having repercussions of the Dog Dean after new episode, like it didn't fully wear off, and so it came back into effect a year later. I don't know, but my Dean pop just fell over. And what made me really mad, really mad, was Crowley and Dean doing the jerk in the bitch. I'm sorry, I'm gonna physically check. The jerk in the bitch. That actually, you know, like I said, I watched it at 2 AM and I wanted to like throw something at my laptop. I wanted to like have a tantrum. I was like mad because no, Crowley, this is Sam and Dean's thing. I don't care if you basically replace Sam because obviously Dean's a demon, you're a demon, all that shit. I don't give a fuck. You go make your own thing to say, because I'm sorry, no, you're not gonna do this. You are not gonna do that. That really, yeah, so I was really annoyed, and I'm probably shouting a lot more. But you know, I've really been here like a few days, I can't start yelling all the time. One thing they didn't really explain, but obviously because they don't want to spoil the whole season for us, that's, you know, totally understandable, was how Crowley planned for Dean, and Crowley saying, "Oh, we need to keep you sharp." I'm not honestly that. I don't really have any idea of what that could be, like what plan, unless it's some kind of like right-hand man does the dirty work when, you know, because Crowley got his power back or something. That's all I can really think. If you have any other ideas, and then put them in the comments, tweet me at miniaturemusi, or I don't know, find me on Tumblr, yeah. Give me some ideas, because I have no idea, and I'd really be interested to see what you think. We finally got the introduction of Cole. He's actually been announced for Asylum 14, we haven't even seen him yet. I bet it's going to be awesome. So he wants to go kill Dean, and I want to kill Dean after the whole jerk and bitch thing. I didn't realise that Cole wanted to kill Dean. I thought he just wanted to find him for some reason. So we got Sam finding Dean, obviously, because he wants to find his brother, and then we've got Cole finding Dean because he wants to kill him. Let's hope that Sam and Cole find each other and are like, "Nuh-uh, sister." They'd have a bitch fight. I really got to see what was going on with Cass. We didn't really see much of it in that original promo video. We saw him getting beaten up mostly, but you know, they've put all the makeup on Misha to make him look a bit deadish, and he's like, I wasn't sure what to think when I first saw it, because you know, when you think Grace is failing, you think he's just generally his powers would get weak, possibly his vessel might get, you know, scabby like Lucifer's vessel did, or something like that. I didn't think he'd get sort of, it seems like he's sort of ill in a human way. That makes no sense. You know, he was like in bed and he was like coughing and he's got massive bags under his eyes, and that wasn't really what I expected, but then again, I can't really think of what I would have expected. Maybe, I thought maybe just his powers would drain, like they'd get weaker and weaker, Dean's all over again, they'd get weaker and weaker, and then he'd sort of just fade, if that makes any sense, like he'd just go, whether he takes his vessel with him when he goes, or whether, like, you know, he sort of just died, and obviously I think Jimmy's dead anyway because he got shot or stabbed. I thought maybe that would be how it would happen if he died, but he's obviously not going to die, I hope. So yeah, I'm interested to see how that goes, especially as it's not exactly how I pictured it, which obviously, you know, it's not going to go how, everything's not going to go how I pictured it. Something that is actually been quite controversial, and of course it is, because anything in this sort of area of supernatural always gets backlash, always gets haters and death threats and all sorts of shit, is Hannah and Cass's relationship, and how they're saying it's becoming very unangelic, and she's sort of getting quite close to him and stuff. And I think people have already come up with a ship name, which is Canna. And people are saying, like, if you don't ship Canna, no, if you do ship Canna, we can't be friends and stuff. And it just happens, I think, with most love interests. I think anyone who is a love interest for Cass, Sam, or Dean often get, like, they're often hated by a lot of people, whether it's the actor or the character or both. Not everyone hates them. I'm not against love interest in the show, because I think a lot of people don't like love interest of Dean and Cass if they shipped SDL. But then it does depend. Not every SDL fan really gives a shit. Yeah, I do think that people need to stop jumping on the hate wagon just because a character you love has a love interest that you don't like. You don't write the show. Actually, I think I quite like all of Sam's love interests. Even Amelia. I think Amelia didn't go down very well. Yeah, it's either you're taking Cass away from Dean or Dean away from Cass, or you're taking my Sam away from me. That's how I see it when people don't like the love interest. But I might be wrong. But yeah, there's Hannah and Cass, and how Hannah doesn't. So I'm interpreting it as is a bit of unrequited love, if any. I don't think that Cass would love her back in that way. I don't really think so. They did explain, obviously, like, Cass is getting weak, so he doesn't want to be a burden on Sam, which was one of my main questions, was why is Cass not with Sam right now? I mean, Sam's on his own, he's a bit hurty because, you know, he's not got his brother anymore, and then Cass would be the one he turns to because there's literally no one else, apart from Jodie Mills and Becky Rosen, and the Ghost Faces. I did think that, you know, Cass would come and help him out or something, but he doesn't want to be a burden, which I can also understand, and apparently there's another reason why he's not. No, and the other reason is that he's with Hannah all the time, and I don't think Hannah's letting him. They may be wrong. Once they'd sort of run through what was happening, what each character's arc was, you know, Sam finding Dean, Sam, you know, going a bit loopy-loo and hurting people to find Dean, Dean being a demon, Crowley being the one his whole plan for Dean, and then Cass dying, and his relationship with Hannah developing. They were just sort of giving a little bit of an insight into what the new episode's going to be like, characters that are coming back, or possibly coming back, so that'll be awesome. They said that there's I can't remember what it was inspired by, but it's going to be an episode with 2 female sheriffs, doing a case, and all I can think is that Jodie Mills must be coming back, so I'm presuming Jodie is one of them. And the second one is the sheriff from The Purge, which is the episode where it was the weight loss and Sam was a fitness instructor and he was wearing shorts in it. I'm presuming it's her because I know she is coming back, so I'm presuming it'll be her and Jodie working together. I may be wrong, but that's what I'm guessing. There's also an episode inspired by Agatha Christie and the game Clue, which I think, if I'm not mistaken, which I may be, that Clue in England is Cluedo? I have no idea. I don't know. So just talk about the 200th episode. It didn't really say anything we didn't already know about. Just saying it's like a really meta episode and they think it can go either way. It's like the French Mistake. They thought it was either going to be a complete hit or it was going to be a complete flop. I personally think it's going to be a hit. Yeah, I know that Misha and Mark aren't in it, and that does make it a little bit sad, but I think it's awesome that they came up with the idea of making a play/musical of Supernatural. I think that's a really good idea, and I'm really excited to see how it pans out. And like I said in my last video, I don't really see how Cass and Crowley could have fit in there, unless as like a flashback or a special scene or something. I'm not sure if we were already told this, but there's going to be original songs in there as well, which probably means that they actually wrote songs about Supernatural. Obviously, there'll probably be like a Sam song like "Why Do My Girlfriends Die After I First with Them?" And then they went on to characters, and they said that Kevin and Abaddon may be coming back. Possibly, they didn't guarantee anything, they did not confirm anything. It was like, it's possible they'll come back because, people die and come back all the time. Kevin especially, seeing as he was a ghost in the last episode he was in, of course, at some point they're going to have to, is it the ring he was attached to or something? I think at some point they are going to have to burn the ring because he needs to go up to heaven once they've sorted out heaven. But Abaddon, I can't see coming back, or I don't know how she would come back if she did. So we'll have to see if she comes back at all. My favourite bit of news out of the whole video was that Charlie is coming back, which means Felicia is coming back to Supernatural, and I'm really happy about that. When I met her back in June, obviously I got her to sign my Supernatural book, and she was saying about how she didn't know if Supernatural wanted her back, and I told her that, well, I hope they do, because Charlie's one of my favourite characters, and I'm sure they said at Comic-Con or something that they're most likely Charlie will be back, but not Dorothy. I don't know how they're going to deal with that, but if we get any more news on that, I will certainly report it to you guys. But yes, I was really happy that Charlie is coming back. I don't know what episode, or why, or how, or what's going on. But what I really, really hope for is that there's more sort of Sam and Charlie interactions over Dean and Charlie. This is what I'm going to be discussing in a video at some point in the future about how a lot of characters seem to be focused on their relationship with Dean more than Sam. I don't know when it's going to come, because I'm going to try and do these videos when all or most of my housemates are out, so I don't annoy them, or so they're not listening going, what the fuck is she talking about? So yeah, I'm really excited for season 10. Asylum 13 is about a month away now. In fact, tomorrow it will be a month until Asylum 13. I've got my train tickets. I've got to sort out what time I'm actually going on the train, because I've got to email some people about sign-ups and stuff. So yeah, I'm not sure how often my videos are going to be. Obviously, like I said, I'm going to try and do it when people are out. And also I will have a lot of work to do in 2 weeks' time and stuff like that. So I'll see what happens. I'll try and update this as much as possible. I've also got the Disney Channel to update, but I'm not really sure when I'm going to do that. So yeah, just thanks for watching, and if you want to leave your thoughts, then please do so. And just subscribe, like, share, whatever, and have a good day. Bye!